Hello, engineers, developers, and friends. Welcome to another episode of Embedded Executive Live from Embedded World 2026 here in Nuremberg, Germany. I'm Ken Briodagh, Editor-in-Chief of Embedded Computing Design and your host. And I'm so happy to be here with Nicolas of Microchip. Welcome.
Hello, thank you.
Lovely to have you. How's the show been for you?
Wonderful. A lot of customers, a lot of good discussions, partners.
Incredible. So glad that it's been going well. The energy's been really high this year. It feels really good. So let's get into the meat of it, though. Tell me a little bit about CRA and how it's been impacting your clients and the folks that you've been talking to.
Well, actually, it's impacting the whole industry.
Yeah.
Semiconductor manufacturers, customers, but also all resellers.
Mm-hmm.
So CRA is coming in December 2027.
Yep.
The major change of the CRA is that they have implemented security requirements, not only at the product level, but also the maintenance of the security throughout the product life cycle.
Right.
So it's a huge impact for companies that now needs also to be able to manage vulnerability in the field for the sake of the customer.
Well, the updatability requirement's a big deal, right? And that's one of the areas that some OEMs and companies have not been managing in the past, right?
Most of them.
Most. So, and for those of you who are watching or listening, Cyber Security Resilience Act is CRA. It's going into effect in December, right? Yeah.
2027.
2027, that's right. And that's going to impact security across not just Europe, but everywhere, really.
Everywhere. If you want to sell in Europe, whatever you are manufacturing products or designing products in the US, in Asia, in Europe, you need to be CRA compliant.
Yeah. So how is Microchip doing that?
Well, before going to Microchip, I think that we need to explain what are the roots of the CRA requirements.
Yeah.
It's a secure by design philosophy. So whenever you start to design a new product, even document a new product, you need to think about security. What are the potential vulnerability threats in your product, in your environment, in your market, and how you implement countermeasures, security countermeasures. So it starts with secure boot, secure firmware updates, as you mentioned, but also secure communication and global security at the product level, product development, manufacturing, and within the field.
Do you think this is going to impact companies' ability to do business even outside of Europe as well?
I mean, generally what we see that European set legislation on security, and then the whole world is taking over.
Dragged along.
Exactly. So we see already trends from different countries. We reuse what is done by Europe.
Sure.
Not necessarily legislation, but at least standards.
Well, I mean, we saw a similar thing happen when GDPR passed. Is the rest of the world that started to come in line.
Exactly.
And I expect that the CRA will be similar.
Most likely.
So now let's talk about how Microchip is getting involved and helping not just your clients, but lead the way for a lot of folks.
Yep. So historically, we are a semiconductor supplier. We design, manufacture, and sell silicon. As the CRA is going for security throughout the life cycle of the product, we need also to offer solutions, services, and solutions for this. So we have been historically providing security solutions, standalone, secure elements, root of trust controllers. And since several years, we have introduced services. So what we call provisioning services. Provisioning is secure programming of the keys, of the secure assets, and things like this. And now what we have performed since 2 years is to develop and market what we call a key management system.
Yeah.
Key management system is the capability to remotely, when the product is connected in the field, to update keys, revoke keys, transfer the ownership of a product from one user to another, ensuring the security of the user data, and also enabling the capability to securely update the end product with firmware updates, securely signed, securely encrypted, securely delivered, and then secure rollout in the device.
So this is going to be sort of a layer that just comes along with everything you guys are doing now. So anyone working within that layer is going to end up being compliant by design and also, generally speaking, better off.
Exactly. And I mean, most of the customers today that are impacted by CRA, they are not security experts.
Right.
Okay?
No.
We're not talking to the point of sales customers. We're not talking to the customers with security background. We're talking to mass market customers.
Yeah.
And investing in security backend, secure server, secure manufacturing, certification, training is a huge cost. It's very important hidden cost.
Yeah.
So $500,000, $1 million. Not everyone can invest that just for security, for comply to CRA.
I mean, what's the old joke? In every 3-point product plan, security is part 4.
Yeah, exactly. So this is why we are bringing these services on top of the silicon to lower the entry bar for the customers, because we address a lot of customers, so we are fully mass market and we amortize our development cost across the whole customer base.
I mean, there's not a lot of companies that could scale it the way you guys could.
Exactly. That's one of the added value of Microchip.
Yeah, absolutely. So, to change the topic just a little bit, what have you seen during the show that you've been getting excited about? Have you seen any favorites?
I started to see a lot of robotics stuff, which is quite cool. AI is still a big topic.
Of course.
What we're also seeing, coming back to the security world, which is my field of play, sorry for that, is post-quantum cryptography.
Yeah,
in order to,
I had a conversation about that yesterday. Really interesting stuff.
Yeah, so it's coming up. It's not coming up for the mass market customers because you're not going to rent a $1 million 1-hour quantum computer to hack a stupid temperature sensor. But for all what is governmental agencies, critical infrastructure like data center, electricity grid, it's coming up.
Oh yeah.
We're also having solution for this. And the trend is very good.
Yeah, I'm thinking about renting one of those computers just to play video games for an hour. I feel like that'd be fun.
Good luck.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. Folks, don't go anywhere. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure you do. I know like 90% of you out there haven't subscribed. So make sure you do. And hit that notification bell so you never miss any of our episodes. I've been Ken Briodagh, your host, and we'll see you next time.